question 3 is the one with the indices, right? So the first one you have is write 6 to the power of 3 and 81 to the power of half as without using indices. So just work them out, work out what they are. 6 to the power of 3, that's 6 by 6 by 6. On your calculator, you simply press the 6. The power, you actually have cubes there. Otherwise, you press the X with the block and you put in 3. So 6 cubed and you get 216. For the 81 to the power of a half, put in your 81 and this time press the X block to the power of and call up your fraction and put in 1 over 2. Okay? And just press your equals and it tells you that it's 9. Okay, if you don't remember how to put in the fraction, put it in as 0.5 to the power of 0.5. Alright? But you should be able to put your fraction in there and put in the half. Next one is where you're simplifying. So they have A3, A5 over A2. Now this is a lovely question, and if you get this, they won't give you numbers here, they'll just give you letters. And what you need to remember in this is when you're multiplying indices, and indices are those tiny little numbers up there, the to the power of, they're called indices. When you're multiplying two indices together like you are here, you simply add the little numbers. Okay? So when multiplying indices, add the small numbers. When dividing indices, subtract the small numbers. Okay, in this case, A3 multiplied by A5, add the 3 and the 5, 3 plus 5 is 8, so it's simply A8. As easy as that, lads. If you get this, it's such a nice question. It's really easy. Then you end up with A8 over A2. And anytime you see a fraction, that always means a division sum. Always means the top number divided by the bottom number. So you simply, that's the same as A8 divided by A2. And when you have division, you simply subtract. 8 minus 2 is 6. So your answer is A to the power 6, and that's all. Okay, it's just adding the little numbers or subtracting the little numbers. Express 2 to the power of 24. Now don't let the look of this put you off. Express 2 to the power of 24 in the form A by 10 to the power of n, and it says where 1 is less than or equal to A is less than, not or equal to, is less than 10. What that means is you want it written where there's a number multiplied by 10 to another number. And it tells you that the A here, this number, is either the same as 1 or bigger than 1, but it's smaller than 10. So it's either going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. It's not going to be smaller than 1, it's not going to be a minus number, it's not going to be 0.5, and it's not going to be bigger than 10. So it's not going to be 10, 11 up to infinity. It's going to be between 1 and 9. Now there's a really, really, really easy way of doing this on your calculator if you have the right sort of calculator. Sorry.
When you got it.
Okay, so in your calculator, simply do, first of all, 2 to the power of 24. So 2 to the power of 24. Right? And you get 16777216. Okay? That's what you get. 16777216. Now to turn it into this form, what you simply do is on your calculator, okay, press shift mode. So do that now. Press shift mode while the answer is still up on your screen, and you should get a whole load of choices. Do you see number 7 says SCI? right? So press number 7 to get into scientific. Then it gives you the option SCI 0.9 question mark. It says here, correct 3 significant figures. So put 3 in your calculator and it should change it into scientific notation. On your screen now, without you doing anything else, it should say this. Yeah, press 3 because you want it to 3 decimal places. Okay, and what does it say on your screen now? Yeah, perfect. Okay? So just don't forget, change it to scientific to get the answer for that. Now for your next thing, you're going to have to put it back into normal. Alright? So to put it back into normal mode, just shift mode, press 8 for norm and 1. And you'll see it's back. Okay, so question 3, part D. The mass of Jupiter is 1.90 by 10 to the power 27. Earth is 5.97 by 10 to the power 24. You want to know how many times greater is one than the other? Well, to find that out, you simply divide them. Divide the bigger one by the smaller one. And the bigger one is the one with the bigger number here, not the bigger number here. Okay, that's the bigger one. Now, to do that, right, on your calculators, okay, so follow along with me doing this, me put that way, right? So the first one, 1.90, so you press 1.90, and you see the X10X button here at the end, right? Press that, and then put in your 27, divided by, and then you put in 5.97, again this X10X button at the end, and your 24, and press equals, and you should get 318.2579564. It says, doesn't say to round it up or anything. You can round it up to 2 decimal places, but if you didn't, you shouldn't lose any marks because it doesn't ask you to.